whoa. It was like it was going whoa. Like it wasn't doing that. Good morning, my YouTube subscribers, guys. I just want to do a quick video for you guys to start the week off because Squid Games Season 3 is officially out and it's over. The games have ended. Or have they? Just wanted to do a quick video for you guys. It's something sort of different from my movie review because I just literally woke up like, I want to do a Squid Game video while the top is kind of hot, but I don't know what to talk about. And literally as I'm like walking back home, I was just like, I thought about the games. I was just like, there's only 3 games in Season 3, and of course, 6 episodes. And I'm like, were they kind of easy? That's the question I'm going to give to you guys. I'm going to slow my voice down, slow it down, break it down for you guys. Let's talk about it. Were the games in Season 3 kind of like the easier games in all 3 seasons of Squid Games? Let's talk about it. If you haven't seen Season 3 in its entirety, go watch it. Or if you don't care, you just want to know about the games, we're going to talk about the games. We're not going to get into too many spoilers, so let's just talk about Squid Game Season 3 and if the games were too easy. So let's break it down one time. First game we're going to talk about is the first game that kicks Season 3 off, and that is Hide and Go Seek, but deadly. In this game, pretty much you got players. They had to pick a red ball and a blue ball. I'm literally like freestyling, like I don't have a script or nothing. So if I get any details wrong, comment below and let me know. But anyway, the players start off and they each get a red ball and a blue ball. And as soon as you realize, like, okay, there's going to be a team game, red versus blue, Crips versus blood. Players on the blue team, if I remember, they are the ones who have to go hide from the red team in this giant arena, the giant maze and stuff like that. The edge is that the blue team, they have keys, and these keys can open different doors in the arena. So you figure their goal is to, within 30 minutes, they have to navigate through the maze, find the keys, find the doors and the exit and get out. Or just survive long enough within the 30 minutes, so then they'll be fine. This is Squid Games, of course no one's gonna survive. Unless you're a main character. Unless. Now, as far as the red team goes, their goal is that they have to not only find somebody on the blue team, but they have to kill someone on the blue team as well. How they do that? If they get a knife, they have to shank somebody, or you can kill them by any other means, but the knife was preferred. And thus, that is the first game of Season 3 of Squid Games. From the moment when they was like, okay, you can switch sides if you want to, I was literally just like, okay, the blue team, it sounds like they got it easier, but I'm gonna kind of fast forward real quick why I feel like, while initially it seemed like they have it easier, there's a trick. Because in order to get to the exit, what the game master did not mention is that you have to have, each player got a key, but each key had a different shape on it. It was a square, it was a triangle, and it was a circle. When you eventually do find the exit in this labyrinth, you have to have all 3 keys to open it. That was like a oh shit moment. So that I did like. So when I heard that, when you get that revelation discovered, it's like, oh, so the blue team was kind of skewed from the beginning, right? The red team, instantly they had the advantage. They have knives. They're the ones that are hunting. They don't have to worry about nothing. They don't have to worry about getting killed themselves, or do they? Because I actually do realize that the blue team can kind of fight back even though they don't have weapons, but it's like, it's just a knife. You knock that shit. We've seen knives get knocked out of people's hands. So again, it's like what's easier? Who had it easier? I would say that it just seems like, it doesn't seem like the red team has it the easiest, but it's also like the fact that, well, I guess the blue team does have it easier, because if you stop for a second and realize that each of these keys that you guys have different shapes on them, you realize like, oh, there's 3 shapes. It instantly means that, okay, we should all pair up in groups of 3. Each of us had different keys and just look for the exits, try every door. Even though it seems like every door was leading to like an empty door or whatever, but I guess you had to unlock one door to find the exit, because the exit was like, there was like 2 exits in the first game. So I'm gonna say that was this game easy for us average Joes? Again, if you just stop and think, like the blue team had it easier because again, you guys had 2 minutes ahead for the red team to strategize and be like, okay, inspect these keys, they've got shapes, there's 3 of them, pair up in groups of 3, everybody split up in groups of 3, find the doors, try every door, find them. Like I said, you didn't have to hide. That was just the ruse. So I'm gonna just chalk it up to say that the first game is Season 3 of Squid Game Season 3. That first game, Hide and Seek, I thought that was very beatable. I thought that was pretty easy. So that's here we go. Now for the second game, that was like a kind of a took 2 episodes to get through it because it was just that dramatic. You know, the first game, Hide and Seek, was dramatic too because we lost some people. We lost 1,000 people. If you watch this episode, then you know. Second game in season 3 of Squid Games is actually the jump rope game you saw in the trailers, and oh boy, this was something. I'm always like watching these episodes and being like, okay, what's gonna be the next game? Because I don't watch Twitter, I don't get on Facebook when these shows get on, because I don't want my shit spoiled for me. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, what is this? It's the Korean kid from the red light, green light game. She's got a male friend with her. You're like, what is this? It's, oh my god, it's like the glass game in season 1. This one's actually the jump rope game, so pretty much simple game for this one. All you have to do is that a player just has to cross well, what is it, a lane? I guess we'll call it a lane. Walk the little train tracks to get to the other side while also jumping over this jump rope that's coming down. Now, there was a point where the main character was like, oh, it's going faster as it's going. But did it really like watch that episode back and be like, was it picking up speed? It wasn't like, it was like, you know, it would go like, whoom, whoom, whoa. It was like it was going whoa, 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 whoa. It wasn't doing that. It was literally going the same pace. Like you can literally watch the TV screen and count it as it's going. Like one. I get it. These characters are not like, all of them are not like super young and shit. Some of them are pretty old. So that constant like jumping would tire you out. But again, this game really doesn't have any like kind of like, I mean, you have a fear of heights. Yeah, that's, of course, Squid Games, you can have fear of something like that, but you can literally like just cross this thing as soon as it goes up. Take 3 steps, it comes again, jump, take 3 more steps. I feel like the only huge problem in this game was the gap. But again, it's like when it comes up, just jump over it. You don't have to, you can either, if you're like kind of a, you know, scared, jump to it from the side, like stand to the side and just like jump to it, jump over, take a big leap over, you know, like I said, you can time it. They had like 15, was it 15 or 30? I think it was 15. And they had 15 minutes to get through this, everybody. But again, the first person could just go and just, you know, like our main character did with the baby. He had double plot armor, so he was perfectly fine. It was a bit of a dick move when that one dude, I forgot his number, but when he got to the side, when he got over, and he pushed someone over the side, he just looked over, he was just like, I'm playing the game. Watching in English, so whatever he's in Korea, that's the equivalent. That was a dick move, but I did like how our main character was like, what are you gonna do if I push you over? Just think about that. So I was like, oh man. It's truly, it's like, the games are not the most hardest parts. It's the other players. But again, that game, I'm gonna chalk it up to, if people were not dicking out and were working together, like this wasn't a Saw movie or something, they could all get through that pretty easy. The only people who would have a hard time getting through that game are people who were injured from the previous game. If you got like cut or something from the hide and seek, yeah, you're pretty screwed. Like our pregnant girl. I'm bad with names, I'm sorry. Her ankle was broken. I was just literally like, they were like, oh, I could carry you over. But what? You try jumping with a like 180-pound person. Yeah, you're both going over the edge. See ya. So again, we're gonna chalk the jump rope game up to pretty easy. I thought that was easy, but if you don't think it was easy, let me know and see if you would beat it. Now for the final game in season 3 of Squid Games, season 3 is actually Sky Squid Games. I'm always like anxious, like what's the last game? Because they was like, this was, I'm a little confused on the ruling, because previously at the dinner they were like, okay, you can choose to eliminate who you want to eliminate or something like that. I was like, well, like at first I was like, if they eliminate people now, then can they play the final game? Because the front man was like, oh, take this knife, kill him, and then you'll just win the whole thing. But would he have? Because they still would have had the baby, and it's like, well, he did say like, the baby can't like really compete, so you just would have walked away. But our main character's got morals, so he wasn't going to kill anybody until it was time to kill someone, and then he totally kills. Anyway, Sky Squid Game, the last game. Pretty much you have 3 pillars, the circle, the triangle, and the square. So, if I recall, timer starts, you have to eliminate 1 person on each pillar before you can move on. Then I think like on the second pillar, you had to eliminate 2 people. Then on the third pillar, there can only be 1 left standing. Even though I feel like how they were explaining it in the previous episode, how it went down in the final episode, was like 2 different things. That was just an impression of like only 1 person had to get knocked off on each one, because they was like, oh, we could split it up between like 6 people or something. So it's like we only had to lose 3, right? Lose someone on the first pillar, lose someone on the second pillar, lose someone on the third pillar, or then we just win the game. Why did it turn into some whole like bloodbath McGrath free-for-all? Why? So again, just on the premise of that, I'm still gonna chalk it up to, it's pretty easy in idea. It's easy in idea. Could I actually like push someone off the ledge, kill him like that? I'm not gonna answer that. I'm not. But you would. If what was it? 4.6 billion yen or something like that. And I did the math because I'm just crazy like that. I was like, what's that in US dollars? Oh, 52 million. Well, I'm dying, I'm trying. So those are all the games that I witnessed in Squid Game Season 3, and I just want to do the quick video. I don't know if it's quick or not, because it's probably pretty long, but I just thought that they were pretty easy to beat. Not saying they weren't entertaining, not saying that it took anything from Season 3. I was just like, the games themselves, I was like, remember when these games were like kind of hard? Then again, there are kid games, so I don't think they're supposed to be like necessarily like difficult, but it's also I can distinctly remember the signature game of red light green light being like, that one's actually pretty hard because you had to literally run across a football field and this dog would, like, if you moved an inch, you were dead. So it was like, that took some like level of skill. This one, they were like, well, the series is about to wrap up, so let's just make these easy games. The hard games will be for us Americans. See you in 2026. The Squid Game Season 3 is officially out now. You're gonna see it. Have you seen it? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the games? Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good rest of your day. As always, subscribe. Until next time.